Morning. Another week, another chilly autumn Sweden. We're pretty much in November now and it is feeling it. The temperature's dropping all the time and the leaves are looking autumnal, although the ones behind me are still very green because they're the ones that stay green all the way through the winter, I guess. But the vast majority of them, the leaves falling off or they're orange or whatever, and yeah, it's starting to get pretty chilly. So obviously, as most of you know, our issue with it starting to get cold is that Malin's hands start really hurting from a neuropathy from a chemo. Hands and her feet are really struggling at the moment. We've tried everything. We've had a mate of ours has given us some like pain relief patches that we've tried. She's got these fancy hand warmers that she keeps inside her gloves at all times, but unfortunately it's just like whatever we try, it just feels like it's masking the problem. It's not actually getting to like the root cause of it. So we're hoping that next week we'll know whether we can get moving towards somewhere a little bit warmer. Malin's got a big appointment with some higher ups in the hospital to figure out basically what the next step is with her hormone problems that she's been having, and obviously she's still having these pain episodes every 3 weeks or whatever. So they'll hopefully be figuring out either a treatment plan or giving her some bits to try that she can do at home, and whatever happens after that we'll know whether we can be moving somewhere warm. But a lot of the doctors have actually really supported us going and travelling. They know that neuropathy is a lot worse when it's cold out. So we've had some really good support from some of the doctors to say, like, go, if you've got the opportunity to go somewhere warm, definitely do it. So, and on top of that, we're in this lovely little town in a place called Söderköping, where we've been many times, but we've been spending more and more time here recently. It feels like we've been here a couple of times a week for the last couple of weeks. It's nice little place. Oh yeah, what is it?
Rabbit.
Is it rabbits?
Yeah.
Rabbits climbing out of the canal. And then there's some on the other side, you can't really see them from here. But they're cute, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Papa, it was the...
Yeah, good job. Hold it, let's go. Up. Woo. I feel like we're back on form. We're back feeling good. We've had a few weeks where we've been a bit low, just a bit low energy, a bit like, I think just sort of stuck in the middle of not knowing what's going on or whatever. But obviously we had a week off like a month ago. And since we came back from that, we've sort of not really picked the energy back up. But yeah, I'm starting to feel like we're back on it now, which is nice. But speaking of energy levels and feeling good and feeling on top and stuff, I just wanted to give you a little Magic Mind update. If you've been following the channel for the last couple of weeks, we've been on our Magic Mind journey, trying this mental performance shot. And it's been absolutely wicked, to be honest. I've been on it for about 3 weeks and I am mentally more clear than I think I've been in quite a long time, to be honest. So it's doing me the world of good. I have got this sort of calm energy, good focus almost all of the time at the minute, and I think it's mostly to do with Magic Mind. So if you do want to check out Magic Mind, which you definitely should, go over to magicmind.com/TomandMolin20 for up to 48% off your first subscription to it. Highly recommend getting on it. It has been really good so far, and I am really looking forward to carrying on the Magic Mind journey.
Waiting for this coffee.
I know. Do you long for a coffee machine again?
Yeah. In one way, but it don't really go that much faster, does it?
No.
It's just that you don't have to observe it when you got coffee maker.
Yeah, yeah.
You just push the button and it's done.
And it's done. Yeah, but we're pretty used to this by now. It's been over a year
I was going to
of
say,
making coffee like this.
I don't feel like it's a big thing,
No.
except the pressing the button and leaving.
Van service day today,
Yeah, changing the tires.
which we bought first 2 months ago.
Yeah, probably.
When we bought them first time,
Yeah, and then it got stolen.
then they got stolen. So yeah, we've had two tyres stolen, which has set us back both time and money. Yeah. So this is the most expensive pair of tyres I think anybody's ever bought.
Yeah.
And it's taken us obviously ages to do it. So yeah, these tyres are very, very ready.
Yeah. It feels like so shitty that it got stolen.
Yeah, like it's such a rubbish expense anyway. Like it never feels fun to buy tyres, does it?
No,
And then
no.
they get robbed and you have to buy them again.
Yeah.
And insurance won't cover it.
No.
And just honestly, like, why?
It's stupid with the insurance because it's like the home insurance says that it needs to go in the car insurance.
Yeah,
But because they weren't on the car insurance says that it's
because they
not
were
there.
at home. It's like, yeah. So their insurance won't cover it anyway.
No.
So, but hey ho, it's just to pay and smile about it, innit?
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot like that at the moment.
Yeah, feels like it, doesn't it?
It's just to close your eyes and put your pin in.
Yeah, yeah.
But heyo, it today is ready to be done. Getting a bit of a service.
Yeah.
Getting Sonny ready to leave.
Get moving. Yeah, exactly. So we're doing oil change and bits like that today, which it's ready for. And then she'll be ready to hit the road, won't she? After that.
Yeah, then it's just me.
And then it's just you. We need
We need
your
service.
service and oil change and all that stuff.
Yeah, you could do with fixing that actually.
Yeah, a couple of new tyres.
Yeah.
But at least we've got everything checked off, haven't we? After today, I think everything's ticked off, isn't it?
With Sonny, yeah. Just need a new mattress for Bella's new bed
Yeah, which we bought.
as well. Yeah.
We built an extension for Bella's bed last week, so she doesn't keep
Falling out.
falling out, but climbing out of it in the night because it's a
Yeah.
bit too small for her.
Yeah.
So she's got a nice big bed now.
Yeah.
And we just need a mattress to go along with it.
Exactly. So Sonny's about ready.
Yeah, pretty much.
And we keep doing this game as we've been doing with you for a few weeks. Will we go? Will we not go?
Yeah, it feels like one of those dramatised things for YouTube. Like we keep saying it every week. It's like, oh, who knows? But it's honestly, it's not. These are our genuine experiences. We have absolutely no idea.
No.
Your last appointment is
Next Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah, the 12th of November, and then we'll know whether you get put on a treatment plan for your hormones and for these pains that you keep having and everything.
Or if I'm still have to stick on that 5-month waiting list as they said on the last appointment.
Yeah, but that's 5 months waiting list for physio, and
Yeah.
physio's like,
We
what do you
don't-
need physio for in this
we-
situation?
We don't believe it,
No.
but like the sad thing is you have to play the game with doctors, don't you? But we're not going to go into that this time. We've spoke about it for
every
so many
week for the
weeks.
last month.
So let's not go down that path
Yeah,
again.
no, not needed
We're
today.
waiting for the next appointment and we'll see what they say.
Yeah,
But today focus is service on the van,
yes,
maybe sorting Bella's mattress out.
yes.
It feels weird when you leave your car at service, in the service.
When you also
But you
live
also
in it.
leave your home.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we leave everything that we own pretty much
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, we got nowhere.
Nowhere
Like-
to live.
Yeah,
for,
exactly.
for a
So
few
we
hours.
chose the garage close to where my mum and dad live, so we can like leave the van and walk up to their house.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, what are we gonna do?
Go and
Just
use
stand on
their-
the street
Yeah,
for
exactly.
8 hours.
Go and use their house for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on, make us some coffee. Winter slippers have made an appearance again.
Yeah, it's so cold on the floor.
Nice, though, they are.
Thank you. Did you make it?
Yeah, all myself.
Good job. You're good at that, aren't you?
No, I did the most important part of coffee making, as everybody knows.
Poured it.
Held the camera.
Good coffee, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
har ju en till full house, men det har du ju redan nu.
It's always like this. It's always like really nice, chill morning until it's like 10 minutes before it's time to leave. And then it's like, oh, we've not done this. We need to do this. Go, 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 go. And it ends up being a mad rush at the end. But at least we've had a nice, chill morning up until about 10 minutes ago. All right, there she is. The big bus left into the garage for a bit of service. Just a bit of standard stuff in preparation for travelling. But like I said earlier, we're getting pretty ready for 2 new tyres. So that'd be nice to get that sorted. And then after that, I think it's everything's checked off the list apart from Malin's last appointment. So sorry about that. I just got cut off by the bank. Tell you more about that next week. Yeah, so what was I saying? Obviously that's the last thing to check off the list apart from Malin's appointment, which is next week. After that, hopefully we get the green light to go ahead and drive somewhere a little bit warmer. Obviously, for those of you who watch the news, you might have seen that Spain have had some real issues with flooding and weather and everything. And actually, they've been hit worst around Valencia, which is where we drove up through on the way home earlier this year, where we probably would have drove that way again, down the east coast and to the south that way. But for obvious reasons, we're going to avoid that, whatever happens. But hopefully the bad weather stays. Well, hopefully the bad weather disappears entirely. But if it stays on that side of the country, then we'll drive down the other side and go to Portugal straight away instead. Obviously, our huge condolences to everybody who's involved in that Spain, in the Spain floodings and whatever. Absolutely awful to see and wouldn't wish it on anybody. We follow a couple of van life groups where there's people that have been stuck there and stuff, so just awful all around, really. So obviously we'll be avoiding that at all costs, but thoughts go out to everybody who's been affected by it and everybody involved. Bless you. Let's go!
Let's go!
Go on, you can do it. Go, go, go. Nice work. All right. Look how sunny it is.
Yeah, I know.
This is the thing about the Swedish sun as well. This is like about as high as the sun gets.
Yeah.
And it's like here.
Yeah.
It's so low.
Yeah, it's so bright.
Yeah. When it gets into like winter time, it's it never gets like above the tree line sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But when
it's
you
in your eyes all the time.
Yeah, it's horrible.
But no, I was just gonna say, but it's really nice. Finally, some sunshine.
Yeah.
Moan about the weather when it's cold and windy and rainy.
Yeah.
Then you moan when it's sunshine.
Yeah, true. I'm British. We're quite good at moaning about the weather. It feels like we've had a little series of a few boring videos since you've been in the hospital. I was talking about it a bit at the beginning, where we've sort of been a bit low energy and stuff like that.
Yeah, it is like we've said, like I said earlier as well, it's that we keep just waiting. We're waiting and waiting and waiting to know if we can go or what we're going to do next. And it's exhausting, and the weather is also bringing us down, and then that you can't make your own decisions because it's some doctor that makes your decisions for you and what you can do with life, and it all just feels quite draining, to be honest.
Yeah.
It feels like you can't just do what you want to do, and that brings down the energy in general.
A little bit.
And even though we're always positive and we always do what we're given, it's still that's why it becomes low energy and we don't end up doing as much.
Yeah, but that ends this week.
Yeah, next week.
Next week is a different story, my friends. Make sure you tune in next Friday, because it's going to be a good one, isn't it?
It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a good one. Leave us a little comment below if you can guess what's going on. I'm sure some of you can. I'm sure some of you have already. But it's next week's going to be a fun video.
Yeah, definitely.
So make sure you tune in. Stick around. The low energy ends here.
Today.
Not really today. The end of this week. In next week's video for you lot. So make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you've stuck around to the end, then hugely appreciated, and we love you all. And leave us a little comment and a thumbs up if you can.
Yeah, please do.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Oh yeah, don't forget to check out Magic Mind. Go to magicmind.com/Tom and Malin 20 for up to 48% off your first subscription to Magic Mind. See what Magic Mind can do for you, because we've been absolutely loving it. Make sure you go and check them out. See you next week. Bye.
Oh yeah, the podcast comes back next week, I think.
Yes, yeah, we hope so. It's coming back. Stay tuned for the podcast. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.